it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be taken in the end zone. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Monday. I'm coming after you.
Bravo.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you, son. I got you.
On second and 9, Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9.
Let's make these babies cry all the way. Hug. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's Rosen to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, alert, alert.
Mike,
Second and 10 now. It's Rosen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. On play action, Rosen. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
For that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 80. Check 31. Check 31. Monday.
Play action here with Rosen. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jeffrey Simmons with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So it can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch out. Check.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10.
Jump.
Prescott now. They set up the screen for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Prescott to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Titans first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey. 4 down. 24 is the mic. They're going to 53. Shit! Hey, kill! 26.
Running from the gun with Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Titans.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Here we go, 46.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time in.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Rosen got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Rosen on first down. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Monday. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Middle. Back. Oh, yes.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Alert. Right there, 54 Mike. Alert. Kill. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Third and long here for Rosen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Prescott. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's brought in by Adam Humphries.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No. Watch the safety creep.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Prescott now from the 50. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
That's got to be a long day. 24 is the mic. Let's go. 24 is the mic. Hey, watch.
Throwing. Prescott. He finds Corey Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
Derrick Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check 26, check 26, 49, check 49, check 49.
This is Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Lady! Mike 5-4. I got it. Hard. Mike 54. Mike 54. Crunch time, defense. Hey, Haywood.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. And I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott. He'll get this one complete to Davis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. Now Davis fumbles it, and the Jags grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Rosen now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Watch the run. Mike 54. Mike 54. All day.
Middle.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this second half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And the lead is now 13. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Switch gears. Undercrush. We're going to 54. Why in? Let's see it.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here we go. Then we're going to 52.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
And the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And the Titans' 1st down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught. Humphreys. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go. Here we go. 46. Come on, QB. Come on. Hey, check. Check right 47. Here we go. 9-9. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Prescott on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, kill. 47. We got 26.
Now it's Henry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Check 43. Hatchet.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Switch. 47. Shit. Check 24. Kill. Check. Here we go. Going to 54. Why 26.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll run with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Check. One down. Check 25. Check 25. 80.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen has got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Check. Watch 54. Check motion.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Yo! Mike's 5-4.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Hey, let's go.
On play action, Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Rosen to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Check Mike.
First down, 10.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got?
Now Leonard Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This from long, very long range. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jaguars, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.